The USA is comprised of some of the world's most beautiful and diverse landscapes. Here are top 10 iconic landscapes of America in 2023. Number 10. Everglades National Park, Florida. The Everglades Marsh is actually a wide, slow-moving river created by the seasonal overflow of Lake Okeechobee. Despite inroads made by civilization, it covers 2 million acres from Miami to Florida Bay. The water is so thick with grasses that transportation by airboat is easier than a traditional propeller in the water. Number 9. Bryce Canyon National Park, Utah. In stark contrast to the Everglades stands Bryce Canyon, quite literally. Thousands of hoodoos stand like a stone army. Hoodoos are strangely shaped spires left upright despite the erosion of land around them. The sedimentary limestone was once a lake bed. Differences in the rock layer's density have caused the wild formations. Number 8. Willamette National Forest, Oregon. The moist Pacific Northwest of the United States is so thick with vegetation and life that some of its areas qualify as rainforest. Some places may receive over 10 feet of precipitation a year. The Siuslaw National Forest near Portland, Oregon is notably dense because of the rains and the stabilized temperatures created by its proximity to the Pacific Ocean. Number 7. Glacier Bay National Park, Alaska. The 1867 acquisition of Alaska from Russia increased the size and diversity of the USA. While glaciers are present in the Rocky Mountains of the lower 48 states, they're on display in magnificent fashion here. Since the icepack diffracts light into its component wavelengths, the crystals within the glaciers often appear to be blue. Number 6. Na Pali Coast State Park, Hawaii. A different kind of coastline exists in the other outlying state. Hawaii is halfway to Asia, but it still counts among the 50 of the United States. The Na Pali Coast is located on the north side of Hawaii's northernmost island of Kauai. Rugged, lush cliffs break into fingers before dropping into the sea, with nothing to the north for thousands of miles. Number 5. Great Plains, Kansas. There's nothing to see here but for one line, the horizon. Well, 2 lines if you count the highway. This area in Kansas is America's heartland and one of the world's biggest producers of wheat, corn and soy. The expanse is powerfully landlocked by the Rocky Mountains to the west and the Mississippi to the east. Number 4. Vermont in the autumn. Vermont epitomizes New England, and in no way more so than in the display of its fall colors, the explosively bright turning of the autumn trees. Because 75% of the state is forested, Vermont lays fair claim to the title of Best Fall Foliage, something for which New England as a whole is well known. Rolling farmland, quaint towns and dozens of 19th-century bridges come packaged into a Vermont expedition. Number 3. White Sands National Monument, New Mexico, USA. White Sands National Monument in southern New Mexico is a ghostly expanse of gypsum unlike any other place on Earth. While Vermont may be renowned for its color, White Sands is remarkable for its absence. Blue sky and hiking white sand dunes are pretty much all that's out there, though a sunset can change the hues in wild fashion. Number 2. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. Also parts in Montana and Idaho. The natural features of Yellowstone make it an obviously special place, so special in fact that it was the world's first area designated as a national park. Located mainly in Wyoming, Yellowstone National Park spreads into parts of Montana and Idaho too. Number 1. Badlands National Park, South Dakota. The severe landscape of the Badlands in South Dakota is home to bighorn sheep, bison, and black-footed ferret, but it was once the habitat of much more. The wild geological features are embedded with fossils of saber-toothed tiger and rhino. Hiking trails wind through the eroded rock in mellow fashion, and there are camping facilities. Backpacking in too far from the road is difficult, however, because there is essentially no water to be found.